Well, hey Leo, it is fixed sign week and I am almost late, but I'm getting your readings out after having some wonderful company, including a Leo, my dear mother. So it's your birthday season. So happy birthday. Probably belated. But let's get your reading out, Leo, and let's see what's going on. We're going to give you some advice. As you would know, my release, embrace, revisit, what's hidden, what's coming in for you reading. Keep it simple. Okay, so let's get an overall feel here from the Muse Tarot. Very practical, Muse of Materials. This is your 3D life. Looks like you're going towards a new day. It's the King of Pentacles. It's very much about your vision of the new earth. That's what I think. You're going towards that vision. What's going on underneath that? Could be your career, sense of security. One card in the bottom. A little bit of pain, the 5 of emotions. This is your losses. This is an opportunity to also turn and see your new beginnings. Does that show up in this card? So, yeah, the 5 of emotions, your losses, you're looking towards this sort of all this ice here. I see that. And then you can see that there's sorrow. She's crying. She's got like a tear. There's the moon here. This is like the darkness inside of you, your moon journey, unexplored dark parts of you. And then I think this is representing the new emotional beginning. That is always possible to turn towards that, but you have to grieve on your way to getting there. So it's an interesting tension between being really practical and this sorrow, and then maybe being practical and busy and focusing on the real world is the way that you're also navigating this grief. But let's find out more. Okay. All right, here we go. Here we go, Leo. It's nice to be back to the tarot after a couple weeks off. Okay, first card. Oh, I want to split the deck. Just a feeling. Very strong. Okay, Leo. What are you releasing? Being the Fool. Don't be a fool. So usually this is a card about a new beginning. So if you've been beginning something new, this says let it go in some way. It doesn't mean you quit. But it could also mean, and sometimes it's read this way, is like quit being a fool. Okay? We'll find out more as we clarify and as we look at the rest of the cards. You are being, told to embrace a 4 of Wands. This is a soulmate connection. The Fool's walking away from that somehow. We will find out. Maybe it's release being afraid of being a fool, embrace. I mean, the 4 of Wands is wonderful. It's very much like, very often a wedding, and that made me think of a wedding when I saw that. But it's your soul people, the people that get you, with whom you can be authentic. It can be a partner that feels that way. Embrace that. We'll find out more. Revisiting. We revisit because we've got some planets going retrograde right now. They're just covering ground around your chart that they recently covered. And so you're just thinking about the recent few months that what happened. Let's see. It looks like you envisioned something, 2 of Wands. Looked out the window and you streamed something up. You manifested it. Did you forget what you manifested? So go back to that. Okay? So you have a vision. To me, this is very positive, like, don't forget your vision. But we'll find out. Then we get what the tarot wants you to know. Seven of Cups. This is a great Seven of Cups. Usually it's kind of difficult to know which one to choose. This one seems pretty clear. Choose the one that's lit up. Illusions, fantasies, but a very clear emotional choice. So it adds to the traditional meaning of the card for me. And one of the things I see is it's really dark. It's really hard to see what's in these cards. This one has a snake around it. And usually the cards have things like a heart and the symbol for victory. They'll have creepy things and good things. But it's all your fantasies. And sometimes you project things onto situations or others. We'll find out more when we clarify, but this is something that you're not aware of that the tarot wants you to know. Okay, and then what is coming in? Ooh, this is a card that does not appear in most tarot decks, the womb. This is the place that you go between an ending and a beginning. So after the World, which is the last card in the traditional tarot, comes this womb, which is number 22. If you like numbers and power numbers, double numbers often are significant to us tarot readers, 11, 22, etc. So the womb, a card that does not appear in most tarot decks. This is coming in for you. It looks like a period of transition, of hanging out in this lovely, emotional, restful place. There's some kind of pain here with this Five of Cups. I want to know what that is, and I can see why you go in the womb after that. But let's look at the bottom of the deck before I clarify. I love this three. There's a Three of Wands here, and that's it. Three of Wands. It's usually a person waiting for what they manifested in this place, the visioning. That's your revisit, right? So this is, in your case, in this deck, you kind of traveling towards a place. So it's like a journey, a very moon journey feel towards a vision, a dream. And it's like the day hasn't dawned yet. And in some way I see that here too. The darkness before, and this is making me think like very moon journey feel. And the moon journey in the tarot is a journey into it's like the dark night of the soul kind of journey. All right. It looks, well, let's find out. What is going on upon clarification? All right. I'm going to use this really simple traditional deck that's quick and easy for me to understand. That's why it's quick. The Rider-Waite-Smith to clarify here. Okay, there's your Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups. That's what the tarot wants you to know. So this is the traditional version where a person stands before all of these cups that are filled with different kinds of things and wonders, which one should I choose? Or, it's a projection, right? You're seeing things that you want, fantasies, projections, fears. We get a Knight of Swords, a messenger of truth. This is a little clarity coming out of feeling confused. And then Six of Pentacles. This is usually a need for balance. So this under the Fool. So this is what you need to release. So what these cards tell me is that you are confused. You're foolish. The truth is coming in, and the truth is there needs to be something more mutual about some kind of situation in your life. And you're having trouble seeing it because you're confused a little bit with your fantasies and illusions. But the truth is going to dawn upon you, and the truth is there needs to be, see, this is a charitable giving situation. Some are taking, some are giving. He holds a scale here, reminding us that ideally we'll have balance. I always complain about this card, or this. The Six of Pentacles bothers me because I don't like hierarchical giving. I fully agree that we need equal give and take. A Two of Cups gives you equal give and take. This looks much more like that kind of ideal. So let's look at that. This is your embrace. Quit being a fool. You're confused. The truth is coming in, or you need the truth. And you need it fast. Knight of Swords, very fast energy. Let's see. Four of Pentacles. Control. Four of Wands, Four of Pentacles, both fours. Four of Wands is a lovely energy. Four of Pentacles is being controlling and limited in your worldview. I only need four. I'm going to grab hold of these four so tight that I don't get anymore. It's kind of hoarding. So you need to ascend. Judgment. And that's interesting because I see these ones, they're floating above the earth. It makes me think of ascension. And in ascension, the person that does the moon journey work that we're talking about, who's finished this level of the video game of life, is called by the angel up to heaven. So that's the image. So that's what we see here. And we get a Queen of Cups talking about your feelings. She is the queen who is emotionally intelligent. She knows what she feels and she tells you. And it's beautiful. She has a beautiful heart, very elaborate, the most elaborate cup in the traditional tarot. She's sitting there with her on her throne, decorated with cherubs at the coastline here. This is water representing your feelings. She's right there in touch with the waters. Some people point out that she has a lid on her cup, but the Queen of Cups talks about her feelings. So if you want this ideal Four of Wands, you must quit doing all this control stuff, and you must open up like the Queen of Cups can about her feelings. Because this is what's at stake. This is what you want, what you deserve. It doesn't look like you're actually getting that right now. Unless, and there's my dog barking, pardon me. These terrible neighbors walking by with their dogs. So the Queen of Cups is very open about her feelings. This one would not. This one's afraid, is trying to just keep it all locked down. So if you want your vision to ascend towards it, open up for the ideal. Okay? That's what you need to embrace. What you are revisiting is your very vision itself. So let's see what we learn about that here. I really like clarifying with this deck, even though the imagery is not as beautiful as all of my other decks, but I love these images from the Rider-Waite-Smith. It's just really clear. It speaks like bam. It's almost like working with a deck of cards, which are super blunt. Okay, Two of Wands, Two of Cups. Did I not say that this is what you want when I said you're having this? It's unequal. This is what you want. This is what you should envision. It's what you deserve. It takes you here. These are two soulmate connection cards. Okay, so that's your vision. King of Pentacles, very practical, secure energy. I guess I'm getting a sense of your complete vision, Leo. Why did I say Virgo? I keep thinking Virgo through this whole reading. Because I don't know. So if you have Virgo in your chart, or maybe I'm just making a mistake. But Leo, this is your reading. There's a need for balance again. between love and security. That's what you envisioned very clearly. You envisioned a King of Pentacles who's your soulmate, and there's a beautiful balance of that. So if you're not having that, because it looks like you're not, it looks like you're being a fool and you're feeling confused about what you're in, I'm like, I think about my Leos, like, who could this be for? It feels very narrow, like this story of this sort of Two of Cups thing. It made it kind of be about love, but same with the Four of Wands. But I don't mean it to be that narrow. What it is about you're being really practical. You have a practical vision. It's a vision where you get to be yourself and where you're received as an equal in a just. It's a vision of justice if it's not a vision of love. So it could be in the larger society. You inhibit yourself from being in this and participating in this and getting this by being too practical and controlling. It's like this lockdown Four of Pentacles, King of Pentacles energy. Like you're really good. And you have the King of Pentacles here twice on the table. This is the same card, just very different imagery. Your vision is so practical. There's a practical balance between justice and having a lot, being safe. So you might want to relook at that. Because if you want justice and you're afraid to lose anything, you're not going to get it. Or if you want true love and you're too afraid to open up about that, you're not. It says here you're not getting that. So you got to risk your security. Yeah, it's like you're on the bottom here. Seven of Swords, secrets, lies, thief in the night. You're not telling the truth about something either to yourself or to somebody around you, or you're afraid to speak the truth to power, right? If social justice is what you want and you're holding your tongue because you're afraid and you're being controlling of yourself in order to not lose shit, you would be making a mistake, according to this. So relook at your vision, and I'm gonna guess, and maybe this is me infecting the card reading here with my values. Focus on the love. Don't worry about security. Love has you, okay? Love has you. All right, so what the tarot wants you to know, there's a cup speaking of love. It's lit up. It is the moon. It is what your moon journey seems to be taking you towards. But let's clarify. Tarot wants you to know something about the obvious choice among all the choices. The one real cup. The rest is just in shadow. It's like you know what you want. You know what you feel. You know your heart. Just like this one, the Queen of Cups. She knows what she feels. Look at that cup. That's that same cup. That one that's lit up right there. Okay. All right. So Four of Cups just popped out there. And it wants you to know that if you have a small vision, another four, right? Four of Wands, Four of Pentacles, now Four of Cups. Four Cups and Four of Pentacles are similar. It's a small vision for you because you've never seen what you want out there before. But you can get what you want, what your heart desires. That's what the tarot thinks. This is a hero's journey that the tarot tells you. So if you're settling for less in some area of your life, or it could be in the global all the way down to your personal life, quit it. You deserve more. It's really hurting you. Maybe this is why this is a past loss, and it's making you practical to a fault, so then you're missing out on this emotional fulfillment. It's sort of like what this makes me think of is you're looking at the ice and you're standing in this beautiful emotional pool. Like, so that is a that splash relative to her is big, right? There's a big splash about to happen in her emotional life, and she's not seeing it because she's so focused on what's frozen and stuck in her. And it's keeping you very practical. King of Pentacles, very much about your security, about what you have to lose. So let's see. All right. Yes, you feel trapped. Your head says, we're tied up. We're confined. This is a perspective. You would be wrong. You may remove the blindfold, untie yourself, and walk out. This is not a real prison. It's a prison of your mind. What else? 9 of Pentacles. Self-sovereignty. See, her bird is blindfolded. It's because she knows, she has the truth inside. You already know this. That's what your vision is here. This is being alone in your beautiful home. One more. Victory. Recognition by others. Achieving your goals. Choose yourself. Whatever the situation is where you're not getting this ideal of justice down to personal love, choose yourself, 9 of Pentacles, and therein lies your victory. When you choose yourself, even if you don't leave a relationship or a situation that is unjust, that is like this, 6 of Pentacles, people see it. They see, hey, she values herself. She knows her worth. She looks to her own counsel. She stands with herself. People see that, and that's what gives you recognition. So if there are people around you that you want to see and value you and treat you with respect, treat yourself with respect. Therein lies victory. This is what your heart desires. You feel like you can't. You get up in your head about it and you feel like you can't, but you can. We always can. 8 of Swords. That's you up in your head, knowing, not realizing that you're free. Then you have your heart's desire, this cup. Okay. Future says you're going to spend some time in the womb. What the heck does that mean? Let's see, Leo. Page of Wands. A young outsider energy. Okay. Tired. 9. Tired from struggle. 9 of Wands. And 2 of Swords. The choice. Again, that blindfold. And there's the moon. There you are by the water. Your feelings. Swords represent your mind, truth. You're not willing to take outside counsel. I kind of see like these two related, right? Because there's the water, and this is what's going on underneath the surface of you in this state of choice. It doesn't feel like, it feels very powerful, this choice. It's full of self-protection. We see these two people looking at one another here. This is the conflict you're in. This represents that conflict. Somebody's very tired and wise from struggle. Someone's kind of naively got their stick out there. It's like, I usually, I'd have to say the Page of Wands has become one of my favorite cards because I read it as a foreigner, an outsider, a queer perspective against the norms. Here, in this moment, on this table, within this reading, this Page of Wands is somebody who's being dense. They're like, they don't see your picture. They're only seeing themselves, their perspective, and it's getting old. And so what you're doing, this is you. This is how it feels to be in this deal with this situation, whatever it is. So you're doing this, you're blocking, you're kind of keeping your mind, you have two minds, and underneath the surface, we just see you just hanging out between phases. This is significant. I mean, that's a huge cycle shift. It's a transition from an ending, is what you're considering. You're considering being just overdone with this Page of Wands deal. You're tired from it. You've had enough. But you're not acting yet because this Two of Swords, it's like you're in your mind. There's a lot of you in your mind, Leo. And that's okay. It'll change. Next time we read your cards, you're going to be in a different place. But you're in your mind torn between putting up with this Page of Wands, who's, coming in, as I keep saying, fool, right? Remember, you're going to release this fool. It doesn't mean you break up with the fool. It means you let him be, right? I had a mentor, and she would say, leave that woman alone. And it was very confusing because it would always be a person that I was extremely emotionally involved with, and I was never going to let go of that person. And we're fixed signs, right? So it's very hard for us to let go. We can hang out here, stuck, torn for a long, long time. So what I understood at different times about this person that I ultimately just had to walk away from for my own well-being was, no matter what I did, it wasn't going to be to change them. It was going to let them be them. And so that's what I get here, is that you coming to clarity about the situation, whatever it is. You're ending up in the near future here, in the womb, which is, you're in your feelings, deep in the feelings here. You're in your mind and in your feelings, right? You're really looking at how tired you are of this struggle with this person, with a situation, like injustice in the world is one of the other kind of scenarios that I'm throwing out here. So you're feeling your way through this, and you're going to take some time. And that's as far as we see you in the future. Let's see what's going on underneath here. Okay. Whoa. Well, we get to find out a little bit more. Okay. Here's you, Leo, fire sign, wand. Sexy as hell, powerful, knows what she wants. She's the queen of the law of attraction. She can make the world she envisioned. This is what all this visioning, traveling towards your vision energy is about. You're very patient and practical. You can get stuck here waiting for all the work that you put in to bear fruit. Careful of that. Careful of some self-harm behaviors. Five of Swords. Winning at too high a price. Either other people get hurt or you get hurt, or both. Usually both. A decision could be literally a person that feels like they're the one. This person is feeling, if this is a person, this person is feeling like they're not good enough for you to me. The Lovers is followed by death. An ending. Something needs to change in this dynamic. Death equals change. And it can be an ending. So if this doesn't change, it's over. There's also a choice that this represents. Because when you're in this, when you're offered this, your soulmate, your connection on all levels, it's scary. You can walk away from it. I see somebody walking away from this. A lot of readers see this lover's connection as this, what do they call it? Twin flame, and it's really wanted, and it tortures a lot of people in the tarot world to seek this twin flame, your divine counterpart, the lover. It's very often a person who's just not available. So if it is a person, careful if what you manifested is getting you stuck, feeling like you're in a situation of self-harm. The cards show you walking away from it after some deliberation. If it's another kind of situation, you're the queen of the law of attraction. You're the queen of wands here. And you don't need to get stuck. You don't need to be full of regret. You can trust what you choose, what your vision is, and you can let that transform the situation. You seem to be a very practical person with a vision of justice, of authenticity on some level of your life. And trust what you know, and trust that you're the queen of wands. That's like you deserve the best. And you deserve somebody who is available and equal to you. And I don't see that person in this reading yet. They're not here. There's somebody else here or some other situation here that has you feeling like this. And you're just trying to be really practical here, right? You're balancing between your ideal of love and your practical nature, your ideal of justice and your pragmatism. Your need for security basically is holding you back. And you don't need to feel trapped. Victory lies in you saying, I deserve X. This is how it is right. This is the emotionally just situation. This is the just situation, whatever it is, on any level of your life. And the cards say, and they are always going to say this, because fundamentally, I observe, the tarot tells stories for you to help you be your best self, bring what you're meant to, and your purpose on this planet is not to get treated like garbage or to be a person that treats other people like garbage. Your purpose on earth is to bring your best self. And when you have a person or a situation that is just and that supports you, then you're able to do that. And when you don't, you're just stuck in the 5 of emotions, 8 of swords, miserable, 4 of pentacles, limited, small world. So I can't help but see that the 4 of cups is on the bottom of the deck here, turned upside down. Another opportunity to see the emotional new beginning. It's not here yet. Wow, and underneath it is the Ace of Cups. So give this up. Give up on it. Let that woman go, that man go, that situation go. Let it be. You can't change it. Know your worth and carry on as if. And I see you doing that in your womb space in the meantime. So, doesn't look easy, my friend. It doesn't look terrible. It just looks like, I'm going to guess you have got a bunch of friends who are like, come on, you deserve better. Or you're with a bunch of people saying, come on, we can do better, right? Okay. Good luck, Leo. Let me know. Have a beautiful day.